What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Vinyl Syndrome. As always, I'm Rich, and always thanks for coming checking my ass out. You know, I appreciate it. And I figured it's been a while since we did a little album review here, talked about a specific album. Every once in a while, like I said, I like to do one of these for the little album catches, my ear that I really, enjoying at the moment. So I figured, what the hell, let's talk about the newest from Havok, Conformicide. Released March 10th, 2017 on Century Media. This is their first album released on Century Media. Consists of 12 tracks with a bonus live track. This is their fourth studio album by these Denver Thrashers. This is after the loss of original guitarist Sean Chavez in 2015. Here goes the back. Got a little gatefold here with lyrics and picture of the band. There we go. The current lineup consists of David Sanchez, lead vocals / rhythm guitar, Reese Scruggs, backing vocals, lead guitar, Pete Weber on drums, and newest member, Nick Shenzlios, hope I'm pronouncing that right, or somewhat right, on bass. This is a double LP. They come on this, if you will, translucent yellowish vinyl. The D side has a little etching. It says Havok on the back there. I don't know how good it's picking it up. Hopefully it picks up pretty good. Nice little custom labeling going on there too. So what to say about the newest album here by Havok, Conformicide. Havok's Conformicide here, which I've been noticing here, it's getting kind of compared, if you will, considered a Rust in Peace moment. Their best work to date, if you will. Based a lot on, lead singer / again, rhythm guitarist David Sanchez's vocal work. Very familiar, Dave Mustaine-esque, if you will, not to mention, the awesome guitar work by Dave Sanchez and Reese Scruggs that, give that awesome, if you will, thrash feel that Megadeth, had gone driving very well back in the early days, again, especially in the Rust in Peace era. Having listened to this a couple times, I can see, why a lot of people might be considering, their Rust in Peace moment, if you will, along with, some of the greats of that time, the Metallicas, the Slayers, the Testament, some of those great thrash albums of the time, / new wave British heavy metal albums. Definitely a lot going on here. Lyric themes, I should say, are driven like a lot of, if you will, thrash / crossover bands. A lot of stuff about society, current events, government-fueled agenda type shit. You know what I'm saying? Especially like the first track that kicks off the album, FPC, Fuck Political Correctness. Definitely hits that note pretty hard. That don't mean, again, like a lot of albums that are, steeped in politicalness, don't mean, you still can't have fun with them and still can't be catchy. Case in point, the second track on there, Hang 'Em High. The chorus of that is just a fun fucking fist-pumping air guitar, nice little fucking mosh, which is just a great goddamn fucking track to listen to. To me, the two standout elements on this that really caught my ear are the drum work of Mr. Pete Weber. He just does a very awesome job of being just being extremely tight, fucking coming at you with some awesome rolls, awesome fills. Switches up his style a lot on this album, which is very enjoyable. And then there's the newest member, Nick Shenzlios. Again, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, on bass. For you guys who might not be familiar with him, I believe he was also with Job for a Cowboy for a while there, if I remember correctly. He also plays a style of bass, which is, kind of like slap-happy bass, Flea, Les Claypool-ish type stuff going on there. But it fits this band like a glove, man. It really, really works in this band. Whenever him and Pete Weber get in a pocket together, man, magic is happening. There's just some funky, awesome, just joy-laden fucking grooves that are taking place that your ear will just fucking instantly gravitate towards and be like, fucking right, this is fucking awesome type shit going on here. Just can't say enough about that. But of course, with any thrash, new wave British heavy metal album, crossover, thrash, whatever have you, the guitars have to be the driving force behind it. That's what's gonna, make you get your head moving, get your head bobbing, fucking thrashing out, fucking just having a blast listening to it. And it's not short of that at all. David Sanchez and Reese Scruggs just do a phenomenal job playing off each other, harmonies, the whole nine. Just a very, very catchy guitar work all over this, though. Your ear will fucking just be loving every minute of it. Definitely I'm enjoying this album. This kind of caught me by surprise of being this good. This kind of put me in the mind spec when I was listening to this of last year's Vector Terminal Redux. How that album came out and just blew me the fuck away. Wasn't expecting that to be that good. And that's kind of what this album did to me this year. It's early on in the year. Anything can still happen. But I can definitely maybe see this being a lot of people's best of thrash album for the year, if not even in their best just overall general albums of the year, somewhere in there. This is really a nice step forward for these guys. I'm really anxious to see where they go with this. Again, just a phenomenal album from start to finish. Catchy as all hell. Again, for me, just the standoutness of the drumming and the bass playing is really, for me, just drives this. Again, not to take anything away from the guitar work. The guitar work is there. It's solid. The vocals there. It's solid. Actually, David Sanchez, to my opinion, kind of a lot of tracks, you know, gets in that Dave Mustaine mold that you're used to in a lot of Havok albums on vocal wise, but he gets some nice roughness going on a lot of tracks too that he, you know, hasn't showed that much of on previous albums, which I really enjoyed. A little more heavier vocal work he did on a lot of these tracks, but yeah, definitely worth checking out. As always, guys, you know, I'll put the link below. Get on, click on it if you haven't yet listened to it. You know, let me know what you thought about it. Did you enjoy it as much as I did? Do you think, you know, it's going to be one of the better standout thrash albums, if not, you know, one of the just standout albums of this year, man? To me, this was, again, just a very phenomenal listen. So, again, Havok, Conformicide. Again, links below. Get on, check that shit out, jam to it, thrash to it. As always, guys, rock on.